There was one thing that I wanted to touch on briefly was freedom, because when it comes to money, the goal isn't necessarily to be a millionaire. The goal is to have freedom, to be able to live your days as you wish. And it reminded me of some of the sacrifices I've made to then be in sort of a freer position that I am now. For example, then perhaps someone that's employed and has to be at work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. And again, for the lower subs on the channel, you will have known that as I grew my business, I was living at my dad's, staying on the sofa for a couple of years. Yeah, just grinding it out as I was growing a business till I could afford to rent. There was a guy, he worked for 2 years to save up enough money to then pursue his music career.
Derek Sivers.
To then just live his life following his passion. He wanted to be a musician. He then saved up enough money. Once he got into the music industry, he started to make enough money to survive and live and follow out his dream and just get by. And I thought that was a great story.
You're right. No, you're right. I think, he saved up 12k, quit his job to be a musician, basically. That was good. I think with this, what does it say here? It says, take it from those who have lived through everything. Yeah, that was it. There was a study done, that was it. There was someone who done a study, Carl Pilmer. He interviewed elderly people that were 80 plus. To kind of get there. Do you remember this? And this was actually quite touching, because it's like, I feel like in the back of my mind, I know this already. And I feel like maybe people know this already, but we can't help to live how we live in, sort of thing. But we kind of know where it's going to go. And he did a study, I think it was called Lessons in it, and he did a book called Lessons for Living. Maybe you can review it at one time. And one of the things he got from the book was, take it from those who have lived through everything. Controlling your time is the highest dividend money pays. And I agree with that. And for me personally, that's something I'm working towards. I know at the moment now I'm quite time poor, very very time poor. But it's I know I'm doing that at this stage, but the goal isn't to remain like this. The goal is to move into become time rich. You know what I mean? So, you've got some people that are, and I've spoken to people that, again, have been in really, really, really top jobs, very high paying jobs, very stressful jobs, but those jobs that require you to be there all the time. You're getting paid a lot of money, and with that money comes a lot of expectation. So yes, you've got all the money, but at the same time, you've got zero time. And and there's expectation, there's pressure on you. So if your phone rings at 3 a.m. in the morning because your client is in another country and that's their time, you have to answer that phone. You know what I mean? Or whatever you might need to do. And is that a rich life? You know what I'm saying? Is that a rich life? Maybe for some people. I know for me, definitely not. Even so it's not necessarily about going after that number. It's about a lifestyle. But I do think that now our mentality is in with this generation. People are understanding that more. And a lot of people I'm finding are kind of reducing their hours from work. Maybe again with the current situation, people are now working from home more, trying to have that time, because I haven't got kids yet. I know definitely I want to spend time with my kids. I don't want to have that regret that I don't want to have that regret like, the first 10 years I was working. I get to see them grow and whatnot. And I've had conversations with people, seen people that are like where they were the first 2 or 3 years of their child's life. It's like their child barely knew them because they weren't around them that much. So they had to kind of build that relationship with them and whatnot. So yeah, man, controlling your time is the highest dividend money pays. And I think that for me, that's the goal. It's not necessarily the number. It's not like to make an M or to make 10 M's or whatever it might be. It's like, no, like I was saying to you the other day, what's the number I need to make to be free? In the sense of what number do I need to make where I can just do what I want to do? Because I'm not going to sit here and say to you, I hear people say like, I was going to go and sit on the beach and drink a pina colada and that. That sounds like a living hell to me. Because you're always going to want to, like for me anyway, you're dead in that sense. It's like, you're done. If that's your life, if that's what you want to do, fine. But I don't think people really want to do that. I think that's
not permanently anyway.
Not permanently, no. Come on, man. You go on holiday for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You get bored by the end of it because you need to have something, whether that might be, that doesn't mean about a job. That doesn't mean about like working or whatever. You might just want to go and volunteer 3 times a week at a homeless shelter. You might just want to go and help kids read. You're going to want to do something. You know what I mean? You might want to just spend more time with your parents or go, you're going to want to do something. You might want to get fit. There's so many examples. You're not going to just want to wake up in the morning, read the menu, have a pina colada, sit here, what's the time? What's the sunset? All right, good night. Come on, man, that's hell. That doesn't sound good to me. So, but you want to buy your time back so you can do what you want to do at that time. Not to say you're not going to do anything.
Mr. Fly and I are always dropping gems. And to watch the full episode, click here. or for some more snippets and some more gems, click here. Peace.